collective check-in time. Okay, so this will be your next 4 weeks ahead, you and your person. What are you guys going through and what advice do you need? Okay, so if this reading doesn't resonate, have a look at one of the other ones that I'm doing this week. Please make all pieces of the reading fit. Look for signs, synchronicities, ask your spirit team, to confirm whether this reading is for you or not. But other than that, let's dive in and find out what's going on. So, all right, so to tie you to this reading as well, we'll do you first and then we'll dive into your person. All right, so what is this collective going through currently? What's the energy here today? What's the energy here? Okay. Oh, engagement ring. Okay, so engagement, partnership, union. I'm going to keep on going. Kisses. Wow, unconditionally loving, giving affection. You guys are in love bubble energy. I'm going to keep going. Like, is this one of my collectives that have just gotten into union? Oh my God, abundance? Wow. Do you guys even need a reading? Let's just keep going. You guys are killing it. Or maybe this is just your mindset. We'll just keep going for now. Keys on a ring. Okay, hang on. Girl with the snake. All right, and then the snake. Okay. I think once upon a time, you guys felt that this was going to be your be-all and end-all, this connection here. Unconditionally loving. I really feel that this was a real kind of blissful relationship here. But what I'm hearing is that the rug got pulled from underneath you, and that's why you're feeling like you've been strung along. I've got 2 here when it comes to, competition, snake, looking over your shoulder, being manipulated. I really feel for this collective. As you can see, like it started off absolutely beautiful, and then the second half, it's just bam. So this collective, what you guys are going through, and don't make it fit because tomorrow or the next day might be yours, but what you guys are going through right now, I just heard kind of utter chaos. I do feel like you guys are in the midst of this. This would have only just happened, I want to say, in the last couple of weeks, especially with Mad March is what I've been calling it, this is very unfortunate. All right, let's just continue on. But yeah, Coffin, I think this definitely come through. I feel what I'm hearing for you guys, you felt like you hit the jackpot and then bam. And I think this collective, you guys haven't been left with any answers either. You felt strung along. Maybe you're thinking that someone else has been involved, whether this is a romantic interest or whether this was family. We'll continue on. I just heard phone call. I don't know whether you guys got a phone call about this. That'll tie you to this reading, okay? Or there was just a phone call saying, okay, I can't do this anymore. But let's keep going. Engagement. The chaser, okay. Codependent, fear of abandonment. It's very interesting because I'm feeling like this is not how you felt in this connection. One more for that. Outdated thinking. Okay. This collective, you guys, I think, to tie you to this reading, this is what you had healed out, okay? This old mindset of codependency, abandonment issues, and this person that you had in your life here really felt like home. And I'm feeling for this collective, what I'm hearing is it's like, oh, not again, I'm feeling someone quite angry and frustrated with themselves because it's like, I've done all the right things here. Why has this happened again? Loss, kisses. Being a bit quiet. You could have thought this person, yeah, you thought this person was a soulmate. Everything was going smoothly is what I'm hearing for this collective. Not enough. I feel like that was this person, not you. Let me just get another one. I think this is what you've moved out of. You guys can't really see my cards very well today, but if you're having a look at the way that the cards are falling, you've got all this beautiful abundance, and then your second line here, your second row, seems to be like the stuff that you guys have healed out. Frustrated in a relationship, not feeling enough. It's like you've worked through this. Abundance. Yeah, you'd been patient. Needs time, take time. You took time. This collective, you guys took time out for yourself to work on yourselves. I see this collective, like you guys had a while here where you weren't dating anybody because you understood the importance of, you know, healing from past relationships and past trauma and being able to see yourself in a completely different light, in readiness for something worthy. Just to be able to have this ripped out from underneath you, and we'll get confirmation about what is going on here in a sec. But keys on a ring. Keys on a ring. Girl talk. Spending time with friends, moving on, happily single. A little bit stumped here. Hang on. All right, I got the download. I was like, what is going on here? Okay, so this collective, I think you finally got yourself back out there in the dating pool, and you had many options. I think you guys were quite surprised about how well you did, actually. And so I'm hearing you had the pick of the litter. Terrible wording, but that's what's coming out here. Like, you're a prized possession. You've done the work, you know. You are just, you know who you are. You know you're confident, okay? You spending time with friends. You're going out here, and it's like you chose this person out of the lot, okay? I must say as well, I don't know how long this connection has been going on for. I feel like it wasn't, maybe a couple of months. I'm hearing Mercury retrograde, and I know that we're still currently in Mercury retrograde until next Monday, the 7th of April here in Australia. And I feel like this, like I said, this has only just kind of come to your table here. Something's at play, but this collective, you guys, you chose this person. Okay. Twin flame. I think I'm not smelling twin flame with this. What's this got to do with? Competition. You could, what I'm hearing, I've got to say, you could feel like maybe a past person you had a twin flame who's been keeping tabs on you, but I just want one more for that. What have we got? Boat. Okay, this collective, yeah, you guys have moved on from a twin flame kind of soul connection here. Progression, moving on. What else? Another one for that row, please. Self-indulgent. Really, me guys, this one's kind of stumping me a little bit today. I'm not usually this stumped. What else is going on here? Hang on. Okay, so what I'm hearing is this collective, you guys have some sort of feeling or knowing, or you're thinking here that some sort of twin flame connection of yours has somehow gotten involved in with this new connection of yours, and they are the other person, other man, someone who's been manipulated or charmed. I don't know whether this is actually in person or energetically here, but this is what's happened. Okay, you guys, you've lost somebody fairly new, a soulmate potentially, just a nice soul connection here. And you guys think that it has something to do with a past person, potential twin flame. Okay, right. All right, last one. Go with a snake. Come on. House of Cards. Something has definitely come to your table. Again, like I said, phone call. This collective, you guys have had some sort of phone call, maybe from a karmic or even from a twin flame here, saying something in regards to how you and this person have kind of ended things. This is very, very interesting. This is quite the triangle. I'm surprised I don't have my What's a Tea deck out today. Oh my God, we're going to have to unpack this a lot more. Holy moly. Palm tree. I'm just hearing you guys made the right decision when it came to this person. We're going to stop now and we're going to find out and figure out what the hell is going on here. All right, so that's what's currently going on with you. All right, ask for really specific signs when it comes to this reading, guys. All right. What we're going to do for this one, we're going to dive in and we're going to find out what was going on with this person, and then even potentially this twin flame of yours, okay? If we need to. All right. What is going on with this person? This collective is tied to mirror. Okay, mirroring each other, self-image. Oh, just, yeah, that phone call is, yeah, getting messy. Abundance. Keeping a positive mindset. Ascending, heart with a key. I'm hearing your person felt the same way. This new connection that you've got, your person felt the same way. I think that you guys definitely mirrored each other, like in a lot of good ways here. Abundance, ascending, heart with a key, meeting the one. This was a beautiful connection. It's going to be interesting to unpack it and see how everything kind of happened here. Sunglasses, okay. Watching. Okay, so this person as well, though. Oh, I just heard maybe they had actually a little bit of a dark streak that you're not aware about. Literally, when this card came out for me, my heart stopped, all right? Like, it flinched. It doesn't feel nice, okay? I think this reading today is going to be more of a you versus them, okay? A bit of clarity here, because what I'm feeling is it's like, I think this person maybe has a little bit more of a darker streak that you're not aware of, okay? And divine intervention at play. We'll keep going, all right? But this person thought you were amazing as well. Positive mindset, things were going smoothly, you know. But this watching, this person, either, you know, you guys have each other on socials. If you guys have been dating for a few months, it would make sense. You know, you guys have got each other on socials, or, you know, whether you guys work together, I'm hearing as well. And there's some way that this person can look into your life and you not be aware of it, okay? But soulmates, yeah, this person thought you were soulmates as well. Soul connection. I'm off of that. Isn't it interesting though how both of you, that was too many, Both of you started off beautiful and ended kind of in misery. It kind of reminds me of the Game of Thrones ending. I finally finished Game of Thrones, so I'll probably stop talking about the analogies so much now, but we're on to House of Dragon now. I love that show so much. All right, not today. Not today, dealing deeply hurt. Like I said, this one's going to be a little bit to unpack, guys, today. The snake. Like I said, this one's a bit of a messy one today, guys. So, yeah, it might take me a few stop and starts to be able to get clear downloads for this one while I try and unpack this. But, so another thing about what your person was going through, yes, I think you guys mirror each other quite beautifully in the sense of, you know, you have a lot of things in common here. You know, just a beautiful, lovely connection. I think both of you guys have had issues when it comes to jealousy in the past. I'm definitely seeing jealousy on their end as well, but not today. I think this person has also done a bit of work on themselves here, but there's something here, like I said, there's a bit of a dark streak, okay? So I don't think this person is fully aware that there's still some things that are underlying when it comes to, I'm hearing jealousy. Jealousy is the big one here, okay, guys? Especially because it's tying into these sunglasses, okay? Watching your every move. So I think this is, you know, when, and I'm not painting this person in a bad light, but you know, when everything is really, really working out fine, but there's this like one little niggle. It could be about anything, you know, but it's just like it grows and grows and grows. And I feel like this is kind of what is going on here with this person that had been tied to you. It's like, I don't think they realized it at the time, but it's, you know, maybe as the time has gone on and you guys have gotten to know each other a little bit better and, you know, you're spending more time with each other, getting to know each other's family, friends, whatever it is, this person, there's like a seed here where, it kind of frustrates them a little bit about maybe the attention you get. Remember, like what I said, you had the pick of the litter here. So whoever you are, you're quite a catch, okay? And I don't think this person realized when you guys first met that this was a problem, but this has been growing over time. And whatever they're doing to be able to keep tabs on you, to look at you, or whatever it is, or even just kind of watch how other people interact with you, this is becoming an unhealthy like seed for them, okay? Interesting. Wow. Doesn't feel nice, hey? I don't think this person realized at the time, especially because they have done work on themselves, that, you know, this would be a problem, but it's something that's just green-eyed monster, unfortunately. Okay, so cassette, outdated thinking, abundant. Keeping a positive mindset. Like this person, I think, also thought that they hit the jackpot. I feel like both of you felt this. There was definitely a beautiful connection here. All the cards are just confirming that. But, like I said, hidden undertones. The chaser. I think both of you guys have maybe had some of these wounds in the past, you know, fear of abandonment, codependency here. But through healthy conversation, I'm hearing, you know, healthy conversation and just the way that you guys have been able to connect in this connection here, you know, you had those beautiful, healthy discussions. And I feel like you guys have definitely talked a lot about your past. And so this is why it's so strange, right, about this hidden jealousy, because I feel like everything else has been kind of landed on the table for you guys. But this one thing, I feel like it's because this person doesn't like this about themselves, okay? And also unconscious. It was an unconscious thing for such a long time, right? I think they ended up kind of being a little bit self-aware of it because they couldn't help themselves. You know, it's starting to become what I'm picking up as I'm sitting in their energy, especially with this shadow period here. It's just like this person kind of can't get enough of you, and they're always, you know, constantly checking up on you. So even if it's, it's very interesting, right? Because yes, I do feel like they have worked out a lot of their issues, but this is something different, okay? This is something unconscious. This is a deep-seated thing that your person didn't realize that they even had, okay? Or haven't experienced for a long time, because remember, every level has a devil. You think that sometimes maybe you have healed certain parts out of yourself, but then, you know, we get tested again to see how far we've come, okay? But this person, I just see like their growing obsession about checking on you and what you're doing is growing, okay? Oh, look, and now I've got a fly around me. Confirmation. Little spy. Go away. It's not nice, eh? All right, heart with a key. The way that this person felt, like I'm hearing that they felt safe with you here. Welcome in, meeting the one, especially when it comes to opening up about, you know, past pain and grievances that they'd gone through, liking each other equally. I think they felt that, you know, you were a very stable person here. Just so strange. All right, let's get sunglasses now. Sunglasses. Watching, stalking. Can you hear that? I think that's how you guys are going to feel when you read this, listen to this. Everything happens for a reason. And that scream from a little child out the front of my house was timed absolutely perfectly as I was getting into this stalking energy here. And look what I found on the floor as I got back to my chair. Camera. Can't make this stuff up. Ugh. Anyway. Let's go. Stalking, please. Watching. Okay, so finding things out, coming to light. Yeah, you guys are. That's for sure. But them, they found something out. Well, they think that they've found something out by all this talking. And what do I say all the time about opening Pandora's box? Don't do it. The thing is as well, not only is, you know, keeping, you know, watching people from the sidelines, looking at people's social media, digging through things that you shouldn't be going through, not only is it not a good idea, because if you're not ready or not prepared to be able to find out what you're finding out, the other side to that is that sometimes you may see something and completely twist it around. Whatever you can see as well, it might not be that truth. It might just be what you've seen because you don't have any answers, you know. That's also a very real thing as well. And so whatever this person has been looking through, they've obviously, something has come to their table. They think that they have found something out here, and this is why they continue to watch, okay? Keep going. If you don't have all the facts, and that's why I said you shouldn't be going and looking in places that you're not meant to, okay, guys? For either way, whether you're right or whether you're wrong, like sometimes we can completely muck up something, okay? Just because we think we found something. Girl talk. And then if you go and talk about it with your friends or with your family, have all the facts, you know, they have our best interest at heart. So of course, you know, they're going to be on our side with things. And if we don't have the full answer, if we don't have everything here, what this is doing is just feeding into those illusions, whether it be right or wrong. And I think this is what this person has done, this person that you've been connected to, okay? Things have been feeling amazing, but in the background, they've had a little bit of a jealous streak, okay? They know how good you are, right? And so this person has been keeping tabs on you, and they think that they have found out something, and then they've gone to their family and friends with the information, which has then just backed up what they think is really going on. Have a look at what you guys have gone through. You know, yes, there has been some person in your background here, but you've also moved on from that person. What is it? I want to see what is it they think that they've found. This person as well, if it, you know, still a fairly new connection, 111, as I said that. If they feel like this is still a fairly new connection, they probably think that, you know, whether you guys are actually committed to one another or whether you're still in the dating phase, they probably do think that you're out, you know, having fun with other people. But if you guys also haven't had that exclusive talk or, you know, said, let's be together, honestly, I mean, that's just, it's out of anybody's control. Okay. Just a side note there. All right. Until you have those discussions, which is very interesting because it sounds like you guys were like doing really, really well. But I think this jealousy of this person has kind of put a halt, I think, to having some of those healthy discussions. Right. Now what I want to do is I want to dive in and I want to find out what is going on with this situation here. Okay, so this twin flame who has somehow disrupted this connection. I think what I can pick up on already, guys, for this is you thought this connection was great. This person has had this streak, okay, that you are unaware of, okay? It's the stuff that happens in the rooms that we're not aware of, the things that we need to look out for, okay? Now, God, source, the universe, especially if you are on a twin flame journey, your spirit team aren't going to let anybody hurt you, okay? I mean, yes, there are life lessons and stuff like that, but, you know, you got a strong spirit team. If someone is not doing the right thing in the background here, they will fix it for you, all right? That's why you don't have to do anything about karma. You never have to return to sender or, you know, wish for somebody's harm or anything like that, because twin flames, divine counterparts, you guys have got the strongest protection out there, okay? All right, this is what I think your spirit team are doing. I think you're going to be very surprised about what actually has happened here in the background that you don't know. Go to my Sunshine Within deck for the next part here. All right, so what do we need to know about this whole dynamic here with you guys having this person disappear from you and this twin flame? All right, and what do we need to know? What do we need to know? Wounded masculine, okay, lacks or hides emotion, stuck in the mind, inconsistent. I'm just going to have to get a few for these guys. Expecting, frequency. Why did I just heard like this person could smell it a mile away. And the thing is, if you really are on a twin flame journey, you guys are always connected. So whether your twin flame here actually, see, caution. I think they could sense it, okay? I think maybe this is why somehow this person, your twin flame, has gotten involved here. Sense danger. Because you guys are on the same page. The chaser. One more. Can't make it up. Psychic attacks, negative energy, time to cleanse. I just like what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling is it's like this twin flame of yours or whatever can sense that you're in danger. Okay, well, not danger because you're not going to get hurt by this person, but I think that they can sense that there's obviously something going on with you in the background that you're not completely aware of. Okay. Like you weren't, okay? This is what happened here. Wounded masculine, expecting. I just keep hearing about like they could sniff it out. It's like they could sense it with their senses here. like they could sense the negative energy around you. This, like, not only is this card representative of the chaser, but have a look at this actual card as well, guys, because I'm an intuitive reader as well. So when you have a look at the imagery, can you feel the intensity that is coming through with this card? Okay, so this person is grabbing, they're like, and also kind of hiding in the shadows here. It's like, this is what your person could feel, because frequency, okay. Wow. What else? I think this is actually a blessing in disguise. You guys were completely unaware of it. Right? Intuition. One more for intuition. I think you've underestimated this twin here and their intuition as to this frequency being on the same page here. Yeah, reconnect. I've also just heard as well that they've had an upgrade with their intuition, so maybe this is another reason why you are not aware of it. But divine counterparts again on the bottom of the deck here. Hearing this person did, you know, could feel you moving on as well. Like it's a, and that doesn't have to be the twin flames. That's just with anybody. Energy is energy. You can feel it when someone starts to detach from you, whether it's karmic, soulmate, or whatever. Why do you think in Mercury retrograde, people always come back? You know, have you ever noticed it when you finally kind of, maybe if you've deleted somebody off Facebook, or, you know, you've thought, you know what, I'm bloody done with this person, whether it be a friend or family or whatever, and then they reach out to you like a couple of days later or even that same day? That is because they could feel you detaching, okay? And this is your person's, this twin flame of yours has felt that as well. Expecting ending here. One more for that. I think what's also happened with this twin flame of yours here, because these cards came out while I was off camera, is that, like, because, oh my God, my heart dropped when I felt these two cards come out, you know, expecting, ending, divine feminine with confession here. I think this person has finally, like, they woke up. See, the thing is as well, right, guys, I've definitely been talking a lot about energy. So when you match with this person, okay, this twin could feel this, and then boom, it's like my literal heart sank because they could feel you moving away. All right, so there's a couple of different things coming on here. Frequency, the mask. I really feel that you guys are really in the dark about how much this person is actually connected to you. I think this person has had a huge awakening since you guys last spoke, however long that is. I'm hearing months, could even be years here. But I'm just hearing, boy, oh boy, have they felt it, okay? Now, how this came to an ending, honestly, I feel like it was divine intervention, to be honest. Oh, fuck, you can't make this up. Divine counterparts. All I just keep hearing here from your spirit team is just like, ain't nothing gonna stop you guys from being together. Okay, I just keep seeing as well my divine intervention card, where it's literally a man being struck by lightning here. Okay, one more for this. That came out upside down. The veil is on. The spiritual connection required to fit. required to lift. I honestly just feel that this veil has come off because you guys decided to move on. Caution. And repeat the same cycles, not learning the repeated lesson here. Oh, for that. And then wounded feminine. Okay, so the advice that I'm getting here for you guys is I think there was something here with this soulmate, so to speak, where I feel that you guys were almost about to repeat the same lesson from last time or something like that. And it's very interesting because I always will say to you guys, like, you know, you'll repeat that lesson over and over again until you get it right. But what I'm hearing here is it's like you weren't supposed to repeat this same lesson with this person, like with this soulmate. Does that make sense? And it's like I just keep hearing divine intervention. It was like this was supposed to be stopped, like you weren't supposed to go down this road with this person. The other thing is, right, whenever we meet somebody, there's always a lesson. So maybe as well what I'm hearing is that, you know, this was supposed to be a beautiful connection. It was supposed to be a beautiful soul connection. But unfortunately, this soulmate, this person hasn't learned their lesson. Remember, they were the ones, everything started off really well, but then that seed of doubt, the jealousy started to come through, and your spirit team are like, I'm going to get you the F out of there. Okay, that is what I'm feeling with this. This is what's happened, okay, guys? So even though you guys felt like you'd met, you know, you'd finally bloody gotten back on your feet and you'd met this amazing person and, you know, everything was going really, really well, like there was this hidden stuff in the background and your spirit team ain't going to let you bloody get hurt or put up with that sort of ever again, okay? So this is what's going on here. Wow. You know what? And my back is really, really cold right now. It's like I've got a bloody 1,000 swords in my back. Game of Thrones. No, but it does. It feels like it. All right. What else do we need to clarify with? Just trust, okay? Just trust that the reason why this didn't work out for you was because there was stuff going on behind closed doors that you weren't aware of. I think this was supposed to be something beautiful, okay? But your soulmate, unfortunately, didn't pass that test, okay? And your spirit team, you're too special. You were too special to end up going down that road again, okay? You guys, twin flames, divine counterparts, your mission here on earth is way too important to let other people break you back down again, okay? All right, what else do we need to know? Hang on a sec. All right, I want to get what this twin, all right, is going through here, but what's this twin going through currently? I just heard twin flame to the rescue, okay? So oh God. What has happened? I don't know. I don't even know where I want to go with this. Hey, this reading has taken such a turn. I kind of want to figure out like how this happened. How did this happen? How did this... I just think what's happened here, divine intervention. Maybe your person's just popped back up. Like I said, divine feminine. Romance. Oh my God. I think your person, this twin flame, is struggling to talk. See how my voice has just gone straight away? Unexpected. This is unexpected, all right? Date night spoiling you, quality time. Sweet talker, Casanova, false identity. All right, hang on a second. let go. What is meant for you? One more. What's this person going through? Red thread. This is what I'm hearing, but I don't know if I feel it, okay? I'm hearing that this twin of yours has let go of this Casanova like type energy here, the sweet talker, okay? Maybe, you know, the player is gone kind of thing. Let go. They're letting go of that because of this connection. This is what these cards are saying, but I don't know if I'm feeling it, to be honest. Let me just confirm, all right? Slow down. All right, if this person comes back into your life, like okay. If this person is coming back to you, okay, just slow down, okay? No need to rush, take your time. I do feel that like this person does want a second chance, because what I'm also reading here with these hands, it's more like the praying hands, okay? Praying hands, forever connected to one another. Maybe this is the feeling I'm getting from you guys, like when this person comes back, it's like, can I trust them? Can I trust them? Okay. Let this person build that trust back up, is what I'm hearing, okay? Let this person build this trust back up. But there's been some divine intervention here. I feel like, you know, I'm trying to go back to your first part here where this ended and you thought it had something to do with the twin flame. I think it's just, it was that divine timing of it all here. You know, this other person had to go, okay? Your spirit team worked it out for you. Because I've been sitting here trying to rack my brain about how this all happened. But honestly, like, they're not giving me much. All right? They're not giving me much, which is telling me it's whatever they've done to work this out in the background. Okay, some things need to be just kind of left, you know, covered up. All right? What else? I'm hearing don't repeat the same cycles as last time. So if this person has come back and, you know, you guys have gone 0 to 100 or whatever, slow it down. This person, they need to prove themselves to you, especially if you thought that this is how they were in the past with you, okay? Sweet charm, you know, sweet talker, charmer. But every puzzle piece has led to the next here when it comes to this connection, you know, and that's the thing. I know I've been talking a lot about energy today, and it's so true. You know, also as part of your journey, you probably needed to meet this person. You needed to meet this person to remember that there can be beautiful soul connections out there. But not only that, I feel like you were meant to meet this person as well to be able to show them parts of their shadow too. Sometimes you are someone else's karma. Sometimes you are someone else's lesson. Sometimes it's you that has to be put into somebody else's life to teach them. Sometimes it's not always about, you know, people coming into our lives. We're destined to meet people to help them through their lives too. And I think this is why you guys had to meet. You had to show this person what they still needed to heal. Okay. Last one. Self-love. Truly embracing who you are. Now, I feel like this is for your person. I think there's confirmation. Oh my God. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. But just as I was saying, they're truly embracing who they are, divine masculine. Like I said, this person in the background has had a huge level up that you ain't aware of, okay? Oh, wow. You're just not aware of it yet. Your heart's a little guarded. You don't want to repeat the same cycles as last time here. Depends how this person shows back up in your life too. If they, and I think maybe that's what you may be a little bit worried about, if they're showing up, you know, as a bit of a charmer. If they come in going, oh, hey, I've missed you. Hey, baby. No. Sorry. Just, I can feel for this collective. It's like, no, that ain't going to fly. But I'm hearing, let this person talk, okay? Let this person talk. You're going to be surprised. Take your time. You don't need to rush things, okay? It's not about getting into a relationship straight away. There needs to be some stuff rebuilt here. All right. What else? Also, feminines. Show your side, your vulnerability, okay? That's what I'm hearing, but... so what I'm hearing here for the advice is for you guys, if you feel that this person is being a sweet talker, call them out on it, okay? That's what I'm hearing. Like, don't hide your emotions in this. Just say, look, you know, due to the cycles that we have had, I honestly feel that, you know, this feels the same to me. This doesn't feel new. Talk to this person about it, okay? Because the more that you express your vulnerability and really what's going on here, it's actually going to be allow this other person, your person, this twin here, to really understand the depth of your own emotion too. Like, don't be afraid to call them out on their bullshit. It's what I'm hearing, okay? This collective, you guys. This person knows, all right? This person knows. They know that there's been some stuff that's happened. Date night. Oh, new love. Too many, but this is the only one that came up. Romance, new love. Look, up to you whether you want to give this a second chance or not, okay? But just a message I'm hearing for you guys, when this person, you know, finally does make their proper way back to you here, let them prove themselves, okay? This does have an opportunity to bloom into something beautiful, but be honest, okay? Be honest about how you feel. Tell this person, like, get mad, like, in a nice way. It's okay. Like, I'm hearing this person, like, this person is ready, okay? They can take it. You know what I mean when I'm saying get mad, okay? Just express your frustration. I'm feeling really frustrated right now. How do we fix this? But by golly, trust, okay? Is this union, it has the potential to have union, okay? Confirmation. Get it right this time, guys, okay? Speak up, all right? Both of you. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't even know what to say about this reading, but anyway, I'm just going to leave it at that. All right, guys, well, much love. If you want to book a personalized reading with me, or if you want to talk to me about one of my life-changing transformational programs, all you have to do is click the links in my bio.